Okay, welcome back, everyone. We just successfully got Mox back, which is nice. Also, I want to mention this, and I'll probably mention it to the people in Discord as well. When it comes to soldier bonds, we don't technically have any yet. But when it comes to soldier bonds, I'm not just going to be bonding the first people that have the chance to bond. I'm actually going to kind of leave it up to you guys who you want bonding together. That way, like, if you really want, like, say for example, let's say you want the sisters, Lily and Rose, to bond. Let me know.
Wait, what do you mean by bonding?
So there's a mechanic in this where soldiers can.
Oh, Inferno! There's bondage in this.
Yeah.
I was about to say, this is sounding very, like weird, alien, quasi-sexual, like fucking what is it, Steven Universe?
Now you know why that guy was covered in bandages.
No, they can form bonds that when they go on missions together, they can grant each other. Like for example, when the first level of the bond is they can grant each other one of their movement actions. So, like for example, I can give my bond mate one of my movement or one of my actions, so that they can do 3 things that turn, and I can do it once per mission.
So wait, is this something that naturally happens, or you have to just select it, or spend some sort of point on it, or what?
They build up cohesion as you take them on missions. As they work together, they build up cohesion. And
so in other words, you're making set squads, and as long as you stay in those squads, they get bonuses the more they work together.
Correct.
Okay.
Let's do squad site. Oh, I already have squad site. Okay, it's just telling me this is what I have. Got it. So, for example, if I go to soldier bonds, it shows their compatibility with people. So the higher the compatibility, the faster they build bonds.
What's the compatibility based on?
It's random.
Well, that's...
Yeah, unfortunately it's random. It doesn't seem to be connected to the distance that they are during the mission or anything else.
Well, no, it's to simulate personalities. You know, some people get along and some people don't.
Yeah.
That's so some people it's harder to be friends and
but they don't
not.
have personalities.
Well, yeah, I know, but they're trying to simulate it. Which I you know, I won't begrudge them that.
But what if you make a bio for your characters and they don't seem to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that.
What if one's a psychopath and one's an ex-cop? And then the game randomly decides that they're gonna bond, and you're like, "Well, now I'm gonna have to change someone's bio or something."
Well, the good news is that you can choose not to bond them. The only difference it'll make, and it is a difference. It's like, say for example, I really wanted him to bond with Molly Quinn or whatever. I would have to work harder to get them to bond together.
But what if it's the other way around, though? What if your bio is that this person is completely lovable and charismatic, and it turns out everybody hates him?
Well, I haven't seen that. I've seen a pretty good mix of people that have high compatibility and low. Like, there's no one out there that I've seen that everyone hates. You know,
that one guy. Oh, is he coming on the mission as well? Oh god.
Oh man.
See, I don't know. I wouldn't. I was up to there, except for when you said the computer randomly decides who's gonna bond better. I'm like, just have them. Like, I make the squads based on, and for whatever reason, it could be mechanically speaking, if I'm just playing this as a game, or by bios, right? And the more that squad works, the more they're gonna bond together. But now it's kind of like that, but it's actually going to be faster. Random people bond together, and you're like, what? Why?
Yeah, it's slightly annoying. I found that kind of with you in the sense that I want to be able to, like I said, if I like these two guys and I want them to bond together, and they have a low cohesion, I'm going to have to send them on more missions.
Yeah.
But
and you're being punished for something that you have no control over.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been better if you use your fucking action points, or they're called, the APs, to create the bond, you know what I mean? Then you give player choice. XCOM is fine with the randomness when it comes to the tactical layer, but I'm not... I don't know.
I'm actually on the opposite camp. I prefer if the randomness wasn't in the tactical, and it was all kind of definitives and a lot more assurances, and on the strategic layer, make that completely random. So you deal with it on the ground when you're actually making choices in battles. I prefer that.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's me.
Alright, Go ahead and get the scientist. Oh, good. Can I build the resistance ring? Yes. Yes, I can. There we go. Get that going. There is a nice little way around it that you can send them on certain covert action missions that will just bond them no matter what their,
team building.
Yeah, exactly. No matter what
they
their
field,
level is with each other, it'll just bond them.
Rock climbing.
Yeah. But that you have to wait for one to show up. Hello. What do we got here? What is it? Oh, no. I don't care about this one. I don't want zombies. It's the only option I have. Okay, but I don't want zombies. And plus, I don't need a ranger. This is bad. Alright, let's at least not close off the black market. Alright, fine.
As you can tell, Squee's really excited about this.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine with the mission. I just really wish I was countering the other dark dark event. I need to make contact with things though before I get to choose that. So, not be mad at the game, just, you know. Who am I taking? What is this? This is protect the device. This isn't a bad group, actually. However, it's easy difficulty, so I think I might want to take some of our lower ranking. Let's go ahead and take Billy the Kid. And let's go ahead and take... What other specialists do we have? Oh, you're still wounded for 7 days. You're going to be a specialist. Let's take a rookie. Why not? We'll take you, we'll make you into a specialist. Do I want to bring Mayor? I really should bring a sharpshooter, right? Do I want to bring Dragonova? Is she tired still? Yeah, she's still tired. Let's bring Mox! Why not? Sure, we'll bring Mox out. We're gonna go ahead and give you the med kit, rookie. So we're not gonna have a sharpshooter. In fact, we've got 2 close range fighters. I wonder if maybe I should bring a sharpshooter and not you. Nah, let's do it. We got this. This is fine. Do I want to bring something other than just all grenades? Let's bring a flashbang. Oh, let's make utility items available. How about that? And let's bring a flashbang. Loadout. Also, I have an autoloader. Who should I give that to? Me wonders. I think I should give that to Mox, honestly, because his ability to shoot twice if he doesn't move would make his ability to auto reload really nice. Weapon upgrade, auto extended. Oh, that's extended magazine. Well, same diff. Let's do that. Not as good as an autoloader, but still good. Okay, let's do this. I love that scarf. It's very classy.
Sky Ranger in position to drop.
Okay, mission.
I do have to wonder why the Advent Troopers you get as rebels are better than the Advent Troopers that they're using.
Because they're rebels. Haven't you seen Star Wars?
They're rebel scum.
They're rebels, so rebel.
I have almost finished listening to the audiobook, the new audiobook for Thrawn, and I am loving it. I've always loved Thrawn as a character. Side note, talking about Star Wars there.
Thrawn!
Thrawn!
Wait,
Yeah, I know, right?
Thrawn!
But a guy who is so good at his job of tactics, strategy, and combat that he's an alien and manages to climb the ranks in a bigoted society to Grand Admiral is always a plus in my book. They all hate him, but they just can't deny how effective he is. is.
Take out any hostile targets nearby.
There's one thing I do want to say. If I completely hated this game, I wouldn't be here. There's some really cool things about this game that I do enjoy significantly. So, people that passed this episode and the last one just hear me complaining about the writing and the voices, and I'm just very confused about the bonding thing. Like, I'm confused from like a game making point of view, like why they decided to do that. You know what I mean? Like yeah. But I like the concept of it. It's just I don't know if it was really completely.
Oh, I can tell you why they did that. It's because they wanted to add more depth without it being essential to the gameplay.
I will say,
yeah,
I love.
Okay, wow, yeah, Mickey's kind of right on point there.
They've shortened down, like they did with the original XCOM. They shortened down the squad size you've had from, like, in the OG XCOM was like 10 to 30 or 40 people down to 4 and 6, and they've limited your actions to 1 or 2 actions. And because of that, they've tried to add more and more complexity beyond that. So at a glance, it looks simple, but there's more depth. I want to say loosely. Yeah, maybe, but that's basically what they did there.
I love
actually, good point. Like with these new missions, it's not 4 or 6 player missions; it's 2 people.
In some of them, yeah. I love the idea of the bonds, and I love their bonuses because, like, the ability to grant your bond mate an extra action can be clutch. It can be great, and I also like it from the roleplay or the. Not even roleplay, I know we're doing roleplay, but one of the things that people love about XCOM is how attached they get to the characters and the stories they make for them. And being able to bond soldiers together helps a lot. Just like I think the posters help with that. It's nice little touches that help you attach to them. I like that.
I don't like... my problem isn't with the concept of bonding. It's... Oh god, I hate saying the word bonding. And when you said your bond partner... Like, no, and you're like, my bond,
I don't have a problem with the concept
partner.
of
I'm like, this sounds like some weird alien brood thing. Like, what is going on? Anyways, like, why don't they call it, like, I don't know, like, a team building or something like that? Anyways, the concept of, or team cohesion. The more, and it's true to real life, right? A veteran team that's worked together and they know their strengths and their weaknesses is much more effective than a team that's just put together, right? So they're trying to create a mechanic that mimics that. But then why, for 2 reasons, why don't you just let it be, why don't you let it just have it? We keep track of who's going out on these missions and who's working with who. And as they continue to work together, there's like a bucket or a number threshold, and once they go on a certain amount, then boom, there you go. Or we let the players decide this is going to be these 2 team members are going to work together. What really baffles me is the random element.
Yeah, that little how fast it builds.
It to simulate personalities. They don't have personalities, so it makes no sense.
I think that
they don't have personalities. They have the personalities I give them.
It's like they're gonna have a mechanic of like it's gonna simulate their emotions. They don't have emotions.
I imagine it when something like this. They said, "Hey, we should make them build at different rates because different people are different." And everyone's like, "Yeah, that sounds like a great idea," and then didn't really go that second step. But overall, I love the mechanic. Yes, it's a little annoying that, like, if I want to get these 2 together and they have bad...
Like, what happens if the sisters are completely incompatible? How the hell are you going to roleplay that?
You just have to work harder for them to build the bond. That's all you got to do. There's no such thing as not being able to bond them. It's just you'll have to take them out on more missions before they can form the bond. Alright.
But see, now that's just penalizing the player.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
To be fair, I might be joking along with Inferno here, but I'm actually completely okay with this bond thing. It just feels optional to me, and I kind of like the idea of these soldiers creating bonds that give bonuses. That is random. It's like hidden potential. It's like a hidden potential between 2 people, basically. That's the way I see it. And sure, those two people may not be... I don't care about story-wise or lore-wise or whatever character you gave them. Maybe they're two shotgunners, for example, and you're never going to have two shotgunners together. Or two snipers. You're only going to have one sniper per squad. That's the only reason why it would be annoying for me on a gameplay point of view.
Yeah.
Moving quickly.
I'm with you. Overall, I really like that they did it. The random part of it, I'm sure that it should be very simple to fix that. And again, that's not an excuse for the one way or the other for the game, but at least as far as I'm concerned, if it annoys me too much, I'm sure someone out there, or hell, maybe even I could do it in a config file somewhere, could fix that. Okay, so I've got you two guys here. You're just troopers. You're just troopers. You're a Lancer and a Sectoid. Bit more scary. Do I want to break concealment, though? Because that'll activate all four of you. Well, can I kill all four of you this turn? Probably not. So, maybe we wait and see if you guys walk away so that I can deal with these guys and then deal with you. I do have this time limit where they're going to kill this thing, but I think I've got some time to spare. So for now, let's just have everyone smart Overwatch, and we'll see if that unit gets further away.
On Overwatch.
Because I do not want to deal with both of you at once. If I can avoid it. Yeah, there we go! See? Now you can't activate this turn. And now I can... do I want a grenade? I mean, grenades are nice, but I do have a flanking shot. I think I'm going to take the flanking shot, actually, because that way I can then grenade someone's cover. So, let's see who's got the best shot here. 69 and 70. 56 and 53, that's not great. 61 and 38. Or, what's my chance for justice? 93 on the stunner. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to justice strike him. It's going to pull him all the way to me, do 4 points of damage, we can finish him off, and then we can clean up the sectoid.
Get over here!
Come here! He even said it, he said, come to me. Oh, that's even perfect.
We're busted.
And
then my shotgunner can finish him off, and then these
Could
two
you
guys...
imagine that scene in slow motion, what the advent troop must be thinking?
Oh.
In slow motion being pulled backwards out of nowhere going, why?
Oh, and Mock still has a shot! That's beautiful! Okay. So first things first, let's go take care of this guy. Let's put you here.
Moving.
Hi. Bye. Wow, that body was flexible. Let's get rid of his cover so that we have a flanking shot for my other two, and that should finish him off. There we go. And some people in the chat are wondering why I'm not slashing them, because I can miss a slash. I can't miss a 100% shot. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah, I still think melee attacks should be 100% to hit. There needs to be more guarantees in this game and less randomness.
I have found very quickly.
Make the AI random.
I have found very quickly that you level them up and it starts to be 100% on almost all my slashes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You shouldn't have to level them up. It makes the late game easier and the early game harder.
Yeah.
It removes the randomness from the late game. I just feel that game developers, especially game developers dealing with RNG, shouldn't count on RNG to make a game deep or replayable or just in any way interesting. They shouldn't count on RNG to do that.
Do you think you could do XCOM without RNG, though?
Sorry?
Like, do you think you could do XCOM without any RNG?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course. Of course you could. XCOM, in essence, is sending soldiers to fight the alien. That makes no difference whether their weapon... Yeah. It makes no difference whether their weapons are known to do 5 points of damage each time or 4 to 6 points of damage. The essence of the gameplay is exactly the same.
The game should be tactics. You should be fighting timers or RNG. You should be fighting aliens. That's what it is. You shouldn't lose because you rolled bad. You should lose because you were bad. You shouldn't win because you rolled good. You should win because you did good.
Every time you pull the trigger, you should hit someone, no matter what cover they're using.
No.
Right. Well, then how do you do that without RNG?
How you do that in RNG, I don't know. But if they're flanked, I feel it should be 100% hit for them and you. If it's point blank, melee, 100% hit every time.
Well, that's not very realistic, but this isn't exactly a realistic game, so...
Well, that's the thing. Quality of life things in video games should be above realism.
Sure. I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, you want realism, play a simulator, right? But I'm just thinking of a way to RNG firing at someone without a guarantee to hit.
Yeah, because that was actually just an honest question. I mean, do you think there is a way to do XCOM without the RNG? And I mean, like, when it comes to totally, like, with taking shots and all that good stuff.
Okay, I've actually been thinking about this because I was thinking this for my campaign, to remove as much of the RNG from the game as possible. And number one, I'd make melee weapons 100% hit for everyone. I would make everyone have minus 35 defense, but give all defense plus 35. So when anybody is exposed, they're guaranteed to be hit, and when they're in cover, they still have normal defense.
Wait.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay, I see.
Frag out.
Or you could do it this way too. You could make, well, because the thing is, the difficult part would be definitely with cover.
Oh wait, I know exactly how to do a fire thing. It's simple. They have an aim stat, and the enemy has a defense stat. You know what I mean? If your aim stat is above their defense stat, you hit. If it's even, then it's a glancing blow, and if it's below, it's a miss. So, more skilled, and so that way you still have your RPG mechanics, right? It's yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that could work.
Simple threshold-based system.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see here. Ooh, okay, so you guys, who needs reloads here? We're not bad on reloads.
What is that? Is that your side, Squeaky?
What?
I hear like a woo that just flood in the background noise.
Hang on.
I think that's the game.
Is that the map? Is that the game?
Might be the map.
I think that is the game.
Oh, okay.
Let's put you up here. I want to get there soon. Okay, that's it. Well, that answers that question. I was worried because I don't know how many. Oh, I had plenty of hit points left. Well, gee. That's all right. That's fine. We can take them. I would love to try a game without the RNG. I personally like the RNG overall.
There without RNG.
Oh yeah, well absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure that it exists, and I wouldn't mind trying it. I like the RNG element of it as much as it frustrates me sometimes. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't enjoy a game without it too. Let's see.
Well, I mean, when I say I want XCOM without RNG, it's not to say I want everything to be gone. Like the geoscape, the missions appearing. I want the AI to be more unpredictable. The things like the research being, breakthroughs and things like that. That kind of RNG, where it's bonuses, that I love it. That makes the game more replayable. It does, but missing a flank shot, I just find it frustrating. I find it really frustrating. It's unnecessary. And it's like, imagine the day that chess was invented. You said, what if you made it so there was a chance this move would fail? You don't need that because you're playing against an opponent that is intelligent. The reason there's RNG in these games is because the AI is not intelligent.
And actually, Mickey does make a really good point. It does. You don't need to have good AI if. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, you don't need RNG if you have a good AI.
And you don't need good AI if you have RNG.
Right.
Because the player's fighting against random dice rolls rather than a simulated opponent.
So to a degree, you're fighting against yourself. It's, what do I do when this fails?
That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a hit. Alright. One of you got.
Ow. Sneaky sectoid. Did he have a flanking shot there?
I don't think so. No. I tried to make sure he wouldn't. Oh, good. That's fine. You focus on that. I'm happy with that. Yeah, no, he did.
He did have a flanking shot.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yeah. One of your
he?
soldiers has got a yellow shield on them.
Oh, yeah, he does. Huh. Well, I guess it's completely random when he takes it or not.
Oh, silly
Hey
sectoid. There. Silly, silly sectoid.
Hi there.
He's addicted to that psi.
You know what? Let's sword him. Sword! Go get him! Take him down. Nicely done. Melee vulnerability. What does that mean?
Yeah, sectoids take at least 50%, maybe double damage from melee.
Whoa! Was that in the vanilla game?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
I didn't know about it until quite late into the vanilla game, but yeah.
Wow. I did not know this.
It says something about how sectoids despise being close range.
Oh.
Close range.
Close range.
Position confirmed.
I will say I'll ask this. Or I'll say this. Whatever flaws XCOM 1 and 2 or whatnot may have, to me it's still incredibly enjoyable and one of the best games of its kind.
Okay.
And I will say, no matter how much I disagree with what Jake Solomon has done with either XCOM 1 or 2, what he has done is made them successful, and for that we should be grateful. Because if he made them for fans like me and they weren't successful, as happy as I would be, we wouldn't be getting a sequel.
Wow.
But okay, just to play devil's advocate, if you think it's garbage, then you shouldn't be happy that it's successful. You know what I mean? It's like saying, well, say what you will about
fair
fascists,
point.
but at least Hitler made it successful. Maybe not.
Man, I really hate Blitzkrieg,
At least
but
Transformers
at
is
least
making money. You see my point? It's like, at least they're getting money from people that shouldn't be spending money on. No.
Maybe not the obvious example, yeah, Transformers. Well, at least he made Transformers, you know, successful. And you're like, but what if it sucks? Now, I'm not saying XCOM is in that boat. I'm just saying that's... I'm not crazy about that argument.
I did it, everyone.
Okay,
we beat the game.
Let me put it this way then. We get XCOM 2 that I would personally say that I'm not 100% happy with, but it has mods, so I can make it in a way that I'm happy with.
More XCOM is better than no XCOM.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. I agree with that, for sure.
And I have to say, especially with War of the Chosen, and I haven't beaten the game, I don't know what late game is yet or any of that, but I'm very, very much enjoying my time with this game. So that's the highest, honestly, in my opinion, that's the highest compliment you can give a video game. To be able to say that, you know, you got this wrong maybe, you got that wrong maybe, but man, I love playing you. Like Mass Effect 1. Man, I could talk about that combat. I really could.
Yeah, that combat. That combat is barely functional. It's there. You can play it.
But I was going to say what combat.
But okay. I've played that game like 12 times, so I think that's a good compliment.
Squad made it back whole, and the aliens.
All right, no one injured, everyone back alive. We get ourselves another specialist. Very nice, very nice. And we get ourselves a rank up for you. I am going with Blade Master. I get it that once the squad is revealed, the soldier remains concealed. That's nice, but Blade Master +2 damage is, and +10 aim. That takes it from like right there. That takes your melee attacks from an 88% to a 98%. That's really good.
And no one has ever missed a 98% ever.
Now come on now,
nope.
Mickey. Don't rain on my parade.
Impossible.
Don't rain on my parade now. Come on. Oh.
Actually, hold on. To be fair, giving him that perk wouldn't make it 98%. It would make it higher because he'd rank up when you give him that perk.
That's true. That's true.
It would actually be 100%.
This is such a good combination right here. Throwing a grenade or using an item no longer ends the turn, and volatile mix. Your grenades deal +2 damage. Ooh. I'm gonna do this one first, and I'll save this one because I don't have the points to buy it. I'll do that later. But that's nice. That's nice. Mox is gonna have more damaging grenades. Got an Illyrium core. Just need 4 more. 4 more guys, and we can research psionics. And we got another ranger.
To the aliens' efforts today, Commander. Impressive work.
Is this?
Where'd you get Illyrium cores from?
Is
I
this?
can't remember. Oh, you picked them up as a loot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Guys in the chat, is this one of ours? I don't know if this is one of ours or not. I don't remember.
Who this guy?
Who this guy? Let's go take a look and see if they have a bio or not.
As if the aliens didn't have enough annoying spokespeople.
It is one of ours. It's Wild
these
Child.
Chosen running around, lecturing us day and night.
Wild style?
Wild Child. Bradford just complained about the Chosen constantly talking to us.
You know what? Bradford is the last person to fucking complain.
Alright, let me take a look at Wild Child's biography here. Orphaned at a young age.
About 5 seconds, there was a woman in the background who was just a floating head.
That's,
I'd point that out.
No, look. Okay, Mickey, she has a condition.
That's Sally. Don't worry about her.
That's, no, she's got a condition. I'd appreciate it if you didn't make a big thing of it. Alright. Orphaned at a young age and left to fend for herself in the rainforest of Brazil, Tyrion is a survivor first. This has proven to her inhibition due to a struggle with literacy and social skills. However, she is absolutely vicious in combat. Despite her struggles, she will make an excellent asset to the cause. Alright. While I'm here, let's take a look at a couple of bios that we haven't looked at. Who haven't we looked at? Ah, Billy the Kid. Let's take a look at him. Customize, character info, biography. Probably one of our youngest recruits, Jack has a lot of growing to do over the course of his term in XCOM. He has always been nervous, maybe a bit scared, yet he ended up charging alien positions too, as if he has something to prove. He wants to overcome his flaws, and given the opportunity, the commander believes he will excel. Does he, though? Does he? Yeah, he probably does. Maybe he's giving him explosives, hoping that, Alright, let's take a look at her bio.
So, these soldiers, when they join XCOM, after, you know, showing what they're good at and, you know, their skills, showing, you know, what they're suited at in the class, they're told to give a backstory.
Yeah.
Tell me, why do you hate Advent? And why do you want to kill them?
Maybe it's in their psych eval.
Six lines or less.
Let's see here. Lori was never really much before she came here, a housewife to a resistance fighter. Standard fare. During the raising of one of the havens, her husband was mind-controlled, forcing her to kill him in self-defense. The action has haunted her, and once her children were relocated, she joined up. She can fight, and she can cook a mean meal for the soldiers. But XCOM completely brought her on for her fighting, not her delicious, mouth-watering heavenly food. Honest. Okay. Well, that's her. She's a specialist.
Well, lucky for her, there is no canteen.
Ashton Marcus. Did we read his bio? I don't know if we did. Let's take a look at him real quick. Biography. Ashton Marcus. Ashton Marcus, aka Community Service, is not the good old community service of the old world, but XCOM community service. A convicted killer, Ashton was promised unconditional pardon after XCOM decided they needed his skills. Thus, he joins the operations under escort to bring the fight to the aliens. Whilst this distances him from other soldiers, none can deny that his skills are up there with the best of XCOM, even at 40. Towards younger recruits, he can be a fatherly figure at times. What's unknown, even to XCOM, is that he killed the abusive parents of a child to save the child. He is content that he did the right thing, yet the law is the law, and Ashton will serve his sentence contentedly. Only time will tell whether he lives free or dies trying. Interesting. I may have read that one. I don't remember. We'll try one more here. One more. Let's see. Or have we gotten everyone? We may have gotten everyone now. Phoenix, Mr. Mayor. I think that's everyone. Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and end the episode here, and then we'll continue XCOM next time. See you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.